Hi and welcome to that one dead end. Your efforts to revive us are meaningless, so please put the shovel down. You do not know what you're doing. This is your last chance to live a normal life. I recommend running, not looking back. You still here? Fine. There's been an influx of new players recently and many questions are being asked. I've decided to throw this video together as an FAQ. Darkages is a unique gaming experience. Before you even log and have problems, it's very likely that you already have problems. To fix most issues, make sure to run Darkages as admin or install it to My Documents rather than program files. Making a character is pretty straightforward. Do that and then log in. The most important key on your keyboard is F5. Sometimes your character isn't where you think it is. F5 will fix that. This happens because the game is over 2,000 years old, and this is how real life was back then. Make sure you use my wiki website, volof.com. It has information on anything you might need to know. Rent is late, and I could use the 1 cent that your view will generate, please. So this was the tutorial. You can just walk out and leave. There's a lot of text. You're better than this. Just leave. After you leave the tutorial, you'll get a pop-up as you try and leave this room. Make sure you hold spacebar and get some rings for doing so. Whenever you make a new character, it's good practice to press F4 and enable grouping and exchange. There are quests you can do, but they're mostly useless, and for the work you'll put in, the XP is terrible. The first useful quest is level 20, where you receive a dragon scale sword, so I wouldn't bother until then. For now, you're just going to want to grind XP. You can pick a class now, or you can wait a few levels. I would just do it now. It's semi-permanent, but you can't change later one time. You can create cool class combinations, or you could do something retarded, like a warrior wizard. So there's 5 classes. Warriors are easy and effective, you just hit things. Wizards are useless early on, but become important later. They'll eventually become the top damage class. Priests are always useful. They don't do any damage at all, but they can heal others, which is important. Monks are kind of a weaker version of warriors. They have more defensive utility. And rogues can either level similar to warriors by hitting things, or they can drop traps and lure monsters over them. So this is the Temple of Choosing. This is where you pick a class. Here is a map of the Temple of Choosing. Make sure that you stand in the middle of each circle. If for some reason you're not getting the pop-up, you can press F5 because your character might not be on the tile. For this character I'm going to become a warrior, so I'm just going to go left all the way until I reach the warrior trainer. As you can see, I'm now a warrior, and someone has been kind enough to leave armors on the ground. I'm going to steal the warrior armor. So as you level up, you get stat points. Monks, warriors, and rogues, and wizards as well, they get a lot of freedom with their stats. You can add a few just wherever you want to make things easier. It doesn't really matter. Priests, though, it's very unforgiving. You want to follow a stat guide exactly. You don't want to add any stats that it doesn't recommend. Strength increases your spacebar damage. Int increases spell damage. Wisdom increases mana gained per level. Healing potency and regeneration. Con increases health gained per level. Monk skill damage and health regeneration. Dex doesn't really do anything until much later in the game. Some skills are affected by it, but early on it doesn't do anything. Before you add stats, you can have a look at the different skills that your class can learn. So to learn Assault, we need 5 Strength, 9 Con, 4 Dex. I'm going to add the con first, because the more con you add early, the more health you're going to end up with. But that is a skill that I will work towards. To level up, we are basically just going to kill things for a long time, and this is literally the entire game. I recommend Eastwards for almost the entire 1 to 99 journey. Once the monsters start to die too fast or don't give much XP, you just want to leave the area you're currently in and move up a door. It will slowly give more XP. The monsters will get slightly tougher, but you'll also be getting stronger. And here's a cool tip: if you want to earn double experience, all you need to do is hunt for twice as long. Once you've leveled up a few times, it's time to upgrade your equipment. Belts and necklaces will provide elements of offense and defense. Any element is better than none. Eventually you want to have like a dark necklace and either a dark or a light belt. For now, we're just going to have wind defense and earth offense. You can check by holding shift and pressing G. When it comes to weapons, typically the higher level the weapon, the more damage it's going to deal. So my level 1 sword here is going to do less damage than this level 2 sword. Beyond level 19, priests and wizards will get access to staffs, which reduce the cast time of your spells. But until then, they're probably going to use a sword as well and help kill things. And then we're going to head back to the area with the monsters and we're going to keep killing things. Congratulations, you are now Darkagesing. Simply repeat this process forever and ever and ever. I did warn you, and now you're stuck. Well done. So other things of note. You can press Tab to open the tab map, which will let you see where things are. This is handy. A lot of obstacles. It'll help you find monsters that are hiding in bushes. To whisper, you hold Shift and press quotation marks, and you type a name. Press Enter, type a message, press Enter. You will not be able to whisper below a certain level if you're unregistered though. If you're in a town, you can press T and it will open the map. This will help you find the locations that you need to get to. Low-level characters and unregistered players cannot drop coins. This is to prevent you from drawing wieners and swastikas everywhere. You can, however, still trade gold. If you're hunting in a group and your health hits 0, you will not die immediately. Your group will get a little bit of time to save you. They can do this by approaching you and using a comedium. This is a potion that is purchased in the very top building in Blackstar Village. You'll always want to have some on you, even if you're by yourself. You never know when you'll bump into somebody and form a group. Here's an example of using a comedium on a group member. Simply face the person who's dying and double click the potion. Once you're ready to learn your skills or spells, you're going to want to head to Myleth, press T to open the town map. Wizards learn their spells at the Black Witch's Den in the north corner. Priests learn their spells at the White Witch's Den in the south corner. Warriors and monks learn their skills at the Combat Master's house in the south corner. Rogues learn their skills and spells at the Special Technique Master's house near the north corner. Because I'm a warrior, I've headed to the Combat Skill Master's house and we speak to this guy. Learn skill, assault, but he tells me that I'm missing stats. Once you have the stats, he will also tell you what item you need. If you have everything, he will give you the skill. In between hunts, you're going to want to repair your gear, so when you're in town, you're going to want to head to a sword shop or shield shop. So we head inside, say repair all out loud, and you will fix your equipment. Well, certain I found these really cool blue boots and I don't want to lose them, so I'm going to head to a bank. You can deposit items here. You can also withdraw items. You can deposit and withdraw gold as well. Sooner or later your character is going to die. If you're above level 6, most of your items will fall on the floor and you'll be sent home naked. You can return to the location that you died to retrieve your items. Take note that some items will break on death and they won't be in the pile. You can keep any valuable items safe by leaving them in the bank. And that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching. If there's anything I've missed, please just make a note and email it to yourself and I'll get around to it eventually.